Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a day in the life. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen. I love to do all things homemaking. I'd love it if you would subscribe, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay, first thing I need to do in the morning after I make my coffee is get my block scheduled together. I have many videos on this. I'm preparing one to show you exactly how I do it. For me, it's just easier to have a notebook. I add in what my routine is for that day, what my to-do list is that day, things I need on my schedule, so all of my appointments, and then I highlight them. This will run my entire day, and the bottom section I always like to leave for major projects and meeting notes. That way I can always go back and look at them. I have found that traditional calendars just don't work well for me, so this has been a great solution. I will link mine in the description box down below. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to get ready for my workout. As many of you know, I am turning 40 in August and I cannot wait, so I'm getting a jump start by working out every day. I've been using an app called Trainwell. I am into my 4th week, I want to say, maybe a month, I don't know. Feeling great, feeling so much more strong. I've always been a person that works out, but I've never done strength training, and this has been a game changer. If you guys want to check it out, I will see if I can get a coupon code because this has been amazing. I have a private personal trainer that tells me everything I need to do when I'm not doing things right. Overall, just staying accountable to my workouts. I'm able to actually track my weight and so many other things on this app. So if you're looking for that, definitely check it out. I will be honest with you guys. I am literally starting to feel my body slow down when I eat, how much harder it has been to lose just little weight. So if you are in your 30s, I highly recommend getting on a good schedule of working out, drinking lots of water, eating high protein diets multiple times throughout the day, and just overall staying a little bit more conscientious because, my friend, it will slow down. Once I'm done working out, we're going to head out to the garden. I always love to begin and end my workday here in the garden. I like to just water everything. These raised beds do not have a drip system, so I like to water them. I know I get lots of comments down below asking why we don't have a drip system. We actually do in the raised beds, but I genuinely love gardening. I am just full blown. This is my happy place. I love to hang out with the chickens, give them all my loveys. If you're new here, we have 7 chickens, and I just love spending time with them out in the yard, especially early. It's like 7:30 in the morning. Kids are still asleep. It's summertime. So this is kind of my quiet time to hang out with them. And then I also like to just kind of see what's going on in the garden in the morning. So I know if there's zucchini that I can harvest later in the day, that kind of goes into what my meal plan for that evening. So after that's done, we're going to go inside and continue on our routine. Girls. So I've already taken this stuff out. I have an idea. So I've got a little bit of space here. These tomatoes are not doing well because I can tell just this morning by seeing the root system like right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's not deep enough for these to really grow. So I think tonight, when I get home from work, I'm going to try to transplant these. I'm going to watch some YouTube videos, see about it, but I'm going to transplant these over here and potentially these 2 right here. And then I think what I'm going to do is transplant all of these herbs, well, or get more, into these here. I think maybe turn this into an herb garden. I don't know if it's going to work. I mean, they seem so happy. They've got so much fruit on them, but I can tell the root system is not deep enough for them to get where they need to go. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to talk to my gardener at work too and ask what I should do. Everything else seems to be going well. I don't have any of the Fresnos, but we do have lots of jalapenos coming in today, so that is very encouraging considering I don't have any poblanos. I also need to uproot these little mushrooms that are growing here. And then here are all the padron peppers that I had scattered in here. They're growing, but they're not getting enough light. So I need to like cut this back a bit. Anyway, it's a work in progress. It looks pretty good. I don't remember when I planted this, like a month ago. Anyway, I gotta go get ready for work. Bye, Boom Booms. I love you. While I get ready, I typically like to enjoy my AG1. I share this on my channel all the time, but AG1 is packed full of all of the nutrients you need within a day. It also has pre and probiotics, which are very important for your body. I add a little bit of my candy watermelon electrolytes in there, and I drink this super fast. It's very good. I love it. If you don't love the taste, try the candy watermelon electrolytes. It really gives it a great flavor. And if you want to check out AG1, I will link it down below. I don't know if I have a code or anything, but I highly recommend investing in your own health. I'm going to take a quick shower, get ready, and then I'm going to pack up my work bag. Since summertime is always very busy, whether I'm going to work, traveling, going to the pool to meet the kids, or anything like that, I always find that I need extra things. So like in a pool bag, I typically have half of these items. When I'm traveling, I have the other half. So I like to put together a little care package that I keep in my purse with me at all times, which I pretty much refill throughout the week. Here are a couple of the items I like to use throughout the summer. That way you can also put this in your car. I have one in my husband's car that I kind of refill for him. But basically I like to add like a very small first aid kit. I found this at the dollar store a long time ago. I just keep restocking it with Band-Aids. Alcohol wipes are really important, an Advil and a Tylenol, just in case I need them. They're always in my bag and organized. The worst thing is having a really unorganized bag. As you guys know, I'm a very OCD person. So for me to have all of this ready to go, when I was traveling recently, a gal sitting next to me on the airplane needed a Band-Aid, and it felt so good to just be able to pop this open and help her out. I have some travel wipes and then some hand sanitizer and then 2 different types of cough drops just in case. As you guys know, there is a nasty cold going around, so definitely keep yourself healthy. I have some makeup wipes. I keep my travel AG1 in here, some sunscreen, a little bit of hairspray. I like to keep a Tide stick, especially at the winery. If guests accidentally spill on themselves, I like to have that. And then thank you to the gal who makes the electrolytes. She put them in travel packs, so I keep 3 of those and some hair things and just slide that right into my bag. I also have a bag insert where I organize everything I need. I usually have my water in here, my wallet, sunglasses, that little pack we just did together, 2 different notebooks, and then this little zipper I got at the dollar store. It's really great to just add in paperwork that you need. So the red one is work related, a purple one is for bills, and then I have a black one that's just for overall like things I need to get done. So I like to keep everything organized, and then we're gonna head off to work. I work at a winery here in Napa Valley. I will link it down below if you are visiting. I would love to host you, but our winery has a beautiful garden, and I'm in the process of doing a huge beautification project here, and I cannot wait to show you how it all turns out. Okay guys, thought I'd show you this huge project we started today. It's gonna look a little different than usual. Our generator's on because the power is out. It is about 89, 90 degrees, but we have ripped out all of back here. And I don't know if you can tell, but we painted. And I did a walk around with the painting team today. It looks so good. It's a beautiful day here in Napa. Nice little breeze, gorgeous sunlight. I think we're gonna head home, go for a little walk. I'm so excited to show you the progress of this. You know what we'll do? Why don't we go check the garden out, because it looks gorgeous. So our garden has 15 different beds. This happens to be my favorite bed. It is our herb garden that has everything that goes into our house-made teas. There's a lemon balm, there's chamomile, there is amazing smells. One of my favorite things when guests come here is to walk them over here and let them just squeeze the leaves and smell their fingers. It smells so good. So many beautiful things. Lavender. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you come to Napa, you definitely have to come and smell our little tea bed because it is so good. Probably around October, we will actually have tea for folks to try as well. This is a artichoke that we only keep because the bees here that pollinate off them love them. We have fennel. There are so many different fruits and vegetables coming in. I have to tell you, compared to last year, I feel like things are propagating here in Napa Valley so much faster than last year. This is my second year ever doing a garden, and my zucchinis are twice the size of the wineries, which makes me feel so good. I don't quite have a green thumb yet. I don't know all the nuances, but things are growing and I'm having a good time, and that's really all that matters. On this side of the property, we have our herb garden, which has everything we use for our farm-to-table bites and lunches here. We have lettuces, onions, everything you could imagine. We have little carrots coming up, which is so exciting. They're so therapeutic to pick. And of course, our pollinator beds are more beautiful than ever. I just love these colors. It is such a wonderful place to work, but it's time to head home because we have our own garden to tend to. I always like to show you guys my commute as I drive home because it's just so beautiful. For dinner tonight, we were all craving the world's best sandwich. I've made this on my channel before. I will link it down below, or at least tell you how to make it. It's very easy, but one of the parts that makes this sandwich so delicious, and no, it's not the burrata, it is the roasted cherry tomatoes and garlic with a little olive oil. You can literally make this and just put it on bread. It is so delicious with a little mozzarella cheese. I love this on pretty much anything. You could throw pasta in there. So simple. All you have to do, I like to add a little seasoning on it too, but all you have to do is throw that in the oven for 30 minutes. While that's cooking, we're going to make the little parts that make this sandwich really delicious. I like to use Chipotle mayo on everything, but instead of using mayonnaise, I like to use sour cream. I don't know why, I just always feel like mayonnaise is going to go bad. I don't know why I feel that way. I just always have. So I always use sour cream for my mayonnaise. You can use either or. We're going to add about a cup of sour cream and all of the chipotle and adobo from the little 8-ounce can into a bullet, and then we're just going to mix that up. I actually just keep this in the refrigerator like this, or you can put it into a nice jar. I'm going to add just a little bit of garlic salt to it as well. It really doesn't need that, but if you don't like the spiciness of it, or you just want to cut it, add brown sugar. It really helps to cut the spiciness. And then if you need a little more acidity, adding in a little bit of vinegar also is delicious as well. So we're going to mix that up, and then we're going to get our sandwiches rolling. One of my kids does not prefer meat. Sometimes she likes bacon, sometimes she likes other things, but she really wanted pasta. So I'm just going to throw some pasta on the stove. I'm also going to just do a little butter sauce, red sauce, something really simple for them while we prep everything. I'm going to have a little side salad. I'm loving this dino kale. I see so many comments down below that you guys are like, I've never seen this before. But if you like kale or a hearty green, I prefer this kale over others. I find it a little bit crunchier. I also like that it's got kind of a buttery taste to it. I do not prefer the other kind of kale. Don't even know what it's called. Won't eat it. I had a shipped order the other day, and the other kale came, which is actually really good if you want to chop up and put in a a pan with potatoes. I had a recipe on my channel years ago. Maybe I'll do it again. That's really, really good with that kale. But anyway, I didn't like it, so I gave it to the chickens. I know that's terrible, but it's just not my jam. So I am going to clean this up, and then we're going to keep making this delicious sandwich. If you guys want to check it out, again, it's linked down below. The kids were starting to circle the kitchen like little sharks that were hungry, so I thought I would add some fruit out for them. I usually will add something healthy for them to snack on prior to dinner. Otherwise, they're just going to go in the pantry and get junk. So that has really been a simple game changer for us, to just always have healthy options here out on the island for the kids to eat if they are hungry. Dinner is usually around 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock, just kind of depends. I also love to light some candles. I usually have some lo-fi music in the background or jazz, which really helps calm our household of 6 to a nice peaceful place. Since the tomatoes are still cooking, I wanted to get some work done before we start making the world's best sandwich. To make this, I am going to just add a little bit of olive oil to a cast iron skillet. I'm using English muffins, but you can honestly use any type of bun. I find a bun really helps keep the structure of this sandwich. Do not use sliced bread. It will just fall right through. This is a big boy, so just make sure you got a big bun. So I'm going to cut these in half. We're just going to toast them on each side. And then I like to use the Chipotle mayo for mine, but for the kids, just use regular mayonnaise. You don't need to use anything spicy for them. So this sandwich comes with 3 different types of meat. I'm using a jamon. This is any type of Spanish meats I find to be really delicious, a regular sopressata, and then I like a spicy salami. But again, if you're not wanting something spicy, you can absolutely omit that. But these are the 3 things I use. If you go to Trader Joe's, you can actually get the Spanish charcuterie, like the deli meat pack, and it has all 3 already in it, and it's half the price. So I'm going to get my toasted muffin. I'm putting the Chipotle mayo on top. I'm just going to be adding, you can do this in any which way. I'm going to be adding the garlic and the tomatoes. I like to smush all that garlic into the bread. Oh my God, you could just eat this with burrata and it would be so delicious. So once you add that on, you're going to start to pile in all of your deli meats. I pretty much like to start with my jamon at the bottom, or a prosciutto if you use the Italian kind, but I like to kind of put that on the bottom. The other thing I love to use is arugula microgreens, or the spicy mustard leafy greens. I find these at Whole Foods. They're very good and spicy. Think of it like a little spicy sprout, but the flavor is delicious. They didn't have that, so I ended up getting this micro radish greens, and they also had a nice kick to them. So once you get your meat on there, go ahead and add your greens on, and then we're going to put a burrata on top. I find that the burrata likes to kind of move around that pile of greens, and it's just so good. Once that's done, smash it, enjoy. This sandwich will be a game changer. Make it for someone you love, and they will ask for it many, many times over. Thank you so much for joining me on A Day in the Life. I will see you guys in the next video very soon. Bye.